Really quickly, everybody, before I start the episode, this is really going without a script here, so I'm kind of very nervous about that. But I just want to apologize for the sporadic absences that have been getting a bit more frequent as of late. That is to say, the fact that I went a couple of weeks without posting a new episode. I explained this on my Twitter where like a combination of reasons for my absence. One week I had an episode lined up, but there was some audio issue that would require re-recording, but just that wasn't a possibility. Just scheduling and stuff didn't work out with the guest that I had on. But and so also that coincided with just major depression slump, because those happen to me. We know this. If you listen to my show, we know this. I am so depressed all the time. But so I just had to take some time to just take a break, kind of recharge, reconfigure, um and just kind of just take a break, because I'm doing this podcast, for basically no money at all. This is just out of my own passion, and it's one of those things that are like, okay, maybe we take a break, kind of lower the priority just for a bit, and just kind of rest. And so I just want to apologize for that, and hopefully by the end of the year my the show will be on the predicted normal schedule, and we can all be happy content consumers and creators once more. If you want to sort of help encourage the continued creation of this podcast, I do have a Ko-fi page. I'm going to just plug that at the beginning of the show, I guess. Ko-fi.com/lovelymetalhead. Just drop a few dollars in there and say, hey, I really like what you do here. I support what you do. Just keep going at it. And another thing, if this sort of thing ever happens again, I always post about it on my Twitter. Sometimes it's Instagram, but Twitter is like the best avenue to sort of check for that. If there's not a new episode up on a Saturday, just kind of check on there, Lovely Metalhead at Twitter, to see what the whole deal is, and so that's basically it. Okay, let's get into the episode now.
You are listening to Lovely Talks Heavy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lovely Talks Heavy. I am your host, Lovely, and I discuss everything I enjoy with regard to heavy music. It was a dark and stormy night, both Friday the 13th and Halloween at the same time. No. What's up, demons? It's your boy. Halloween is coming up, and you probably are still thinking about what plans to make. Are you going to give candy to trick-or-treaters? Are you perhaps going out to a special Halloween show? Are you? And this is what this episode is specifically tailored for. Hosting a Halloween party, and you are struggling to come up with the perfect playlist. Because the thing with metalheads and Halloween, okay, we listen to scary shit year round, so how do you make a playlist that is definitely heavy while still having that Halloween flavor without resorting to using any of Rob Zombie's discography or Marilyn Manson or just finding metal covers of Thriller? No offense to Anthony Vincent, you do great work, which I love. Today, I am here to assist you we're going to be looking at some songs that would perfectly tailor to any metalhead's Halloween playlist. I said metalhead weirdly like that. I'm getting back into the groove of this. As always, I will have a Spotify playlist linked in this episode's description so that you can listen to it, and I give you full permission to use this playlist whole cloth from this episode for your own Halloween party. If you do, please like, share a video of that happening somehow. I don't know. Share that with me on Twitter or Instagram. I'm at Lovely Metalhead on both. I would love to see that, honestly. I also did a episode like this last year with a very small version of what I'm doing today. I was struggling harder in creating this play in the Halloween playlist. So it was only 7 songs. It's still on it's on Spotify. If you like go look in the backlog somewhere, it's on there. If you want to add those to your playlist, go right ahead. Anyways, let's dive right into this playlist and get excited for the one day a year where you can dress like a slut and nobody can say anything about it. Immediately as I heard House of Doom by Candlemass for the first time, I just knew that would be perfect for anybody's Halloween playlist. I feel like it's just right in the name, you know? House of Doom just feels like a haunted house. Maybe you're visiting the Addams Family. Though, to be real, and this has been talked about on the show before, by me specifically, the host of the show, the name House of Doom is probably more in reference to the fact that Candlemass are pioneers of doom metal after Black Sabbath, but the instrumentation and spooky lyricism just make it feel right, correct, absolutely perfect for Halloween. Put some legendary goth music from New Zealand on your playlist. I am talking about Skin Trade by Disjectamembra from their album Achromatisha. Skin Trade feels more romantic to me, but like it's goth, so like it's in with the Halloween crowd. You can definitely do that goth dance. You know, the typical goth dance, you know, if you want to find a tutorial on how to do that on YouTube, it's out there. And it feels romantic, so, you know, if you find somebody who that you're attracted to or just kind of want to get to know better, this is like the perfect vibe for that, like, let me embrace you. So anyway, I'm rambling. Let's let's just move to the next song already. This one isn't on the Spotify playlist, considering Catholic Spit aren't on Spotify, but you can purchase their music on Bandcamp, then add Devil's Pact onto your playlist. Like, it's not hard. Pay what you want, okay? Anyway, this is, I think, perfect for Halloween or just any time of year. If you like punk, Catholic Spit's right up your alley. It's discordant, echoey guitars with whiny vocals on top, and it's just really great, and I love it. Plus, I don't think it can get more Halloween than a song called Devil's Pact on an album called, wait for it, A Pact with the Devil. I've honestly been spinning a lot of Ghost into my ears lately. I think at this point, Ghost is just a natural choice for someone to put on their Halloween playlist and will easily be overdone, just as Rob Zombie has been for this sort of thing. But if you're a metalhead with metalhead friends, and you're all going to a Halloween party, chances are you are going to see some costumes inspired by Ghost in some form or fashion. You're probably going to see a Papa Emeritus somewhere, maybe a Cardinal Copia or a nameless ghoul without their instrument. And sure, while the band have deviated away from their doomier roots to rebrand more as synth pop with pentagrams, thank you Decibel Magazine for that phrasing, metalheads can't deny their love of Ghost. And if I were at your Halloween party and there was a distinct lack of Ghost in my ears, I'd walk up to where the aux cord was and fix the situation. And what song would I play, do you ask? Well, the songs that I love on their new album, I really love. And ever since Rats, oh, 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 came out, it's just been so infectious, full pun intended. I just have to go with that if I could choose only one ghost song for a Halloween playlist. Spoiler alert, there's more than one on mine. I got into Tribulation earlier this year, and I just think they are... chef's kiss. That's a bad sound effect. Anyway, I was setting up my bullet journal for the month, and I just let the whole discography take me away. So, hey, if you want good music, music to play in your life too, Tribulation is good. But we're not talking about songs to set up your upcoming week. We are talking about Halloween, which Tribulation is also very fitting for. I would absolutely love to see them perform a Halloween show, but at a regular Halloween party, I would do something adjacent to dancing to Subterranea off their latest album, Down Below. When this song comes up at the party, don't be alarmed by the siren-like guitars. That's just how Servants by Zealand goes. This is easily one of my favorite songs off their latest album, Stranger Fruit. It's in the first half of the album where there's this sort of transitional sound thing happening where it starts out with more rhythm, blues, soulful, and then more drops of black metal are added to eke up the sound as you get further into the album. Well, the first half anyways. And Servants is the second true track on the album if we're not counting the intro track anyways. And that's where we get our first drops of black metal edited into the sound. And Servants is perfect for your Halloween party. And it's been months at this point, and Manuel, I'm still looking to get my soul back, please, and thank you. I've never had an album like Stranger Fruit that just took my soul away. Please, I just want it back. Well, folks, that is going to do it for this episode of Lovely Talks Heavy. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a bit of fun making it, if I do say so myself. If you enjoy the show, want to follow it, be sure to subscribe to me on Mixcloud and or YouTube. Mixcloud is the primary sort of location where I host this thing. So do that. It's free to have a Mixcloud account, and if you want to make your own content on Mixcloud, maybe your own sort of mixes, maybe your own podcast, it is absolutely free to do that, and you have unlimited time and space to do that forever. Anyway, so that's why I love Mixcloud. That's getting rambly. I honestly didn't write this part, so I'm kind of winging it right now. So follow me on Mixcloud at Lovely Metalhead, YouTube, also Lovely Metalhead. If you want to engage with me on social media, Lovely Metalhead, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. I'm on those platforms. I use Twitter the most, and yeah, so engage with me there. If you want to share your feedback or discuss your own sort of picks for a Halloween playlist, feel free to email the show at lthfeedback@protonmail.com. I will read that aloud on the show if you would like. And again, if you want to share your experiences with the Halloween playlist that I curated just for you guys, that I put on Spotify, and it will be on it will be linked in the description below. Feel free to share that with me on social media. Again, I want to give a special thanks to my editor Tino, who's been gracious enough in editing the show for the past few episodes, so thank you so much for that. And you can also be like Tino and be awesome and donate to the show. And send a few dollars my way if you want to support the show even further beyond sharing it with a friend. Do that at ko-fi.com/lovelymetalhead. All it takes is a few dollars. You know, if you want to do a few more dollars or a lot more dollars, that would be amazing, and I would just be so psyched and so thankful. If you can't donate, though, that's perfectly fine. I understand. Just share the show with a friend. I'm eternally grateful just from that. Thank you. So yeah, guys, until next week, next Saturday, the next episode of Lovely Talks Heavy here on Mixcloud.com. You stay brutal, my friends. Goodbye.